Hey, what's up guys, WhirlXbow back here, and today we are on a Shudderwock Shaman. Why? Because I wanted to play the card Shudderwock. I changed my list up a little bit from last time. Yeah, I still think this card is pretty good in the current meta. I added Acolyte of Pain, so I realized that wasn't in the deck. I added Loot Hoarder, just for a little bit more draw, because one thing I remember was the deck was just, I felt like it was lacking draw, so I put some more draw in. And I think this card is arguably better than the other watch post right now, the one that makes cards of your opponent draw cost one more, because that one doesn't really do anything against Mage nowadays. But this one actually has a chance to help us beat Mage. Card that may not be necessary anymore is Horde Operative, but I still think this card is fairly decent. But yeah, I guess for those who don't know, the goal of this deck, I don't play it that often, so people might not know, is you cast Shudderwock, and you have Shudderwock use Saronite Changang's ability, his battle cry, right, to summon another copy of Shudderwock, and then you use Grumble to return that Shudderwock to your hand, and it costs 1. So you have infinite Shudderwock, so this allows you to cast directly infinite Lurker Belows, infinite Lifedrinkers, infinite Horde Ops, so if your opponent has like an ice block, you always steal their ice block. And yeah, infinite Brrrloc, so they can never attack either. And yes, that's how you win. The one way that you do go infinite is the reason you have to be playing Quest, and I optionally a copy of Tour Guide. Tour Guide will make your hero power cost 0. Corrupt the Waters is double your battle cry. So what that means is Shudderwock's ability will now get doubled. So this way you're guaranteed to bounce a Shudderwock to your hand. So even if it starts off with Grumble, before the other one starts, you're going to have cast Saronite Changang, and then you'll be able to bounce that one. So yeah, with that being said, I think it's time to start off with the first game. Alright guys, grab a drink, and I'll see you guys there. This is typically an awful matchup, because their combo works better than yours. If it's Big Priest, we do have a chance if they have a slow enough draw, but they really need to have a slow draw. If they have any amount of speed in their draw, we might be a little fucked, but, you know, oh well. This hand's actually not bad. We have the card draw and the mana tide and the questing. We have the value with Watch Post. I still think this card is good. I generally feel like this card's actually pretty solid. And I mean, when I first saw it initially, I was like, oh, these cards are kind of bad. Which I kind of regret saying. Because now looking at it, things like Questing Explorer, things like Crossroads are... Or sorry, not Questing Explorer, but the Far Watch was I was thinking about the 2-drop Watch Ghost, and I saw 2. The 2-drop one and this one have been really good. I still think the worst one is the 3-drop one, even before the nerfs. This one, okay, that might just be the meta we're in right now, right? Maybe if we were in a meta where the 3-drop one would be insane, right? I think if that one Warlock deck, Cute Warlock or Cute Lock or whatever the fuck it's called, if that one grows in popularity, I think that it's gonna become better, right? Because they're gonna play like 2 0-cost minions and you get 2 2/2s that are able to trade into them, right? But if that deck doesn't get that much popular, even decks that play a lot of minions aren't too afraid of that. Wow, he's actually playing a Shadow Word Horror. Okay. I was hoping to get at least more than one draw off what's his face? Off the Mana Tide, but I guess I'll have to take one. Also, I want to apologize again for no stream today. I really wanted to stream, but honestly, I've been falling asleep all day. I woke up at noon, and I've been falling asleep since then. Which, I mean, does not lead to a very productive day. So, I sadly will not be streaming tonight. But hey, oh well. This card kind of makes things awkward for him, a little. He's playing the bad version, so that's good. Also, I have this. I wonder if the new copy I guess not the new copy, but the new, why can't I think of his name? The new buffed Shaman Elemental might actually be good here. I think it's a Shaman Elemental, right? The Hex on a creature. It might be good in this deck because it is a battle cry if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think I play enough elementals in the deck to make it worth it. I might have to change the deck a lot, and I don't think that's necessarily the best thing. Well, that's good for us. It's actually fairly good for us. The one other card I wanted to find room for in this deck, which I just couldn't, was Lorekeeper. Lorekeeper is a very, very good card in this deck, because, like, as you can see right now, if I had Lorekeeper, and I played it on 7, I draw Shudderwock on 8, and I draw Grumble on 9. So, it'd be pretty good. I mean, it doesn't change the fact that I still had to draw... actually, okay, with the current hand I have, I don't need to draw Tour Guide. It's just better to draw Tour Guide. Also, I mean, Grumble is kind of necessary. Wow, this guy's Big Priest list is really fucking weird. Grumble one time? I'll take the Lifedrinker, actually. I don't know if that doesn't complete my quest. No, it doesn't. This does, though. I should have pressed your power first. Whoops. That was kind of a mistake. I missed out on an O2. I mean, I could have hit the +1 damage guy, which would have been really, really nice, but there's also fairly high odds I didn't. Grumble, waiting room. I was hoping it would summon that after. Yeah, we're just waiting for Grumble at this point. Our deck has, how many cards left? 15. I mean, we're kind of lucky. We drew a lot of our core cards in the top half of our deck. Another cool thing is with the Loatheb draw, it's not great. Loatheb draw here, what makes this really good yeah. What makes this draw, the Loatheb draw really, really good is that it prevents it from playing the game, basically. If you double your battlecry with Shudderwock, all of his spells cost a minimum of, I guess, a minimum of 10 for a 0-cost spell. And it's even less, or it's even more for a spell that doesn't cost 0. Obviously. That one's not great. Guess I don't have to play that yet. I can slum this though. The thing with this deck is you don't want to necessarily have, you know, that many cards in hand. You want to have as many of these as possible. I'm not saying here that Tour Guide wouldn't be an insane draw, but Tour Guide would be a really fucking good draw. No one. Well, that is not what I was hoping for. Okay, that sucks. I guess those guys' base power aren't insane. So, yeah, I had to fit Grumble by this point. I guess Zephrys could be a good draw still. There's actually 2 good draws in my deck. Believe it or not, that was not one of them. Ice Fishing would have been really good too. Oh well. I mean, Grumble was bottom 10 cards in my deck, as well as the Ice Fishing. as well as Zephrys. 3 of the main cards. Zephrys is actually one of those cards that I think might be bad in this deck. Solely because it adds cards to your hand, which you don't really want with Shudderwock. But Zephrys is Zephrys, and kind of an insane card to be playing in Highlander. Anyways, sucks we lost that one, but we still have plenty of time, so let's just skip the next one. Okay. Demon Hunter is not a great matchup, but I'll take it. Honestly, it kind of sucks. Shit, this whole hand. This is gonna sound weird, but I hate the fact they removed Spell Damage Totem. Spell Damage Totem was a little too powerful. I can see why they did. But it made cards like Maelstrom Portal, Lightning Storm, things like that so much cleaner, so much better. But hey. Honestly, this might be a little bit weird, but because our opponent's AFK, I just thought of how many people probably hit either 500 or 1,000 wins playing Warrior and just hitting hero power every single turn. Like the Warriors are legit just are playing Odd Warrior, but it's just to grind elo, so they try to make games go on as long as possible. I wonder how many people have gotten like 500 wins or 1,000 wins with Warrior because of that. I wish if you let the rope. Okay, this might sound weird, but I wish this game was a little bit more like chess in this regard, where, you know how you have, I think it's 50 seconds for the first couple turns, and then it goes up from 50 seconds. I wish that the timer, so basically, like, say your first 5 moves, you had 5, so you had 30 seconds for your first 5 moves. There's very few decks that go off within 5 moves, right? Yeah, like, or something like that. Kind of like a chess-esque timing system where you only have a set amount of time, like, either to play out, like, your first couple moves, or have the XP gained based on turns played and not time in game. Because, yeah, I personally find that it's dumb how it is. And why is this opponent AFK? Like, you're playing Demon Hunter, you have no need to rope. Like, here it should have cut his time in half, because he hit rope last turn and he did nothing with it. Right? It doesn't take 3 years to think of that play. I'm fairly certain. It might for a lesser human being, I guess, but yeah, he shouldn't have a minute 12 seconds if I know he's just gonna get to the rope, it's gonna be halfway through, and then he's gonna hero power to kill off my Bloodmage and might play a 2-drop. Like, it doesn't take rocket science to figure out you have 4 cards in hand, you're Demon Hunter, so there's probably like 3 different plays total in your deck. And there's very few worlds where you don't just do hero power hit my thing. That was not the right play there, bud. I want to play this, but it's super bad here. It just dies to this. I mean, he's gonna waste 20 seconds at least, so yeah. Yeah. That might just be a thought that I have, because I actually fucking hate it when people rope. I personally find it makes no fucking sense. But yeah. That's actually not a bad card to draw here. I hit everything that was small minions. I don't want to hit this yet because I need the 0-cost hero power for Shudderwock. I really want to save the coin for as long as possible. Coin has some really, really good plays you can do. The first time I've ever heard that battle cry sound, or that enter the battlefield sound. I'm really hoping he doesn't kill anything here. Actually, no, I'm Hagatha scheming. Why the fuck do I care? Oh, I just need a Saronite Chin Gang. No. I was actually thinking of doing this plus this. But then I took 5 and then I'd be a little low. Cards I need to draw right now are Reno. Reno and Saronite. So the thing is, right, if I draw Saronite but I don't draw Lifedrinker, it's fine. Because I just have infinite Shudderwocks. So the thing is, I cast freaking... I basically cast Reno every single turn. So I'm like super chillin'. So the card he copied in hand was a Skull of Gul'dan. That's pretty fucking lucky. I just remembered I don't have music on. Fuck. I always forget whenever I'm recording videos that, like, oh yeah, that's true. I should put my music on. I always forget to do that. I'm 3 IQ. Okay, that's fine. I wasn't gonna cast Watch Post Mana Tide here, but seeing that... It could have been also nice to do this. But I think that can wait. Silence my 7/7. This minion is bigger than everyone in his deck. I guess this is slightly better here. Especially if I can, like, deal with his board. The better play next turn is probably the Maelstrom Portal to kill all these 1/1s if he doesn't use them to trade. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, he's 1 damage off. Maybe he has a buff to the board. Like a +1/+1 to the board. I don't think Demon Hunter has any of those, but if he would have that, I mean, that's a good option for him as well here. That sends to trade his entire board into my Grumble. To be fair, it could be a +1/+4 and it still wouldn't matter here. Because I think the right play here for him is to kill Grumble. Grumble is one of those terrifying minions to leave alive. Because I could get like Zola, and then I could have Grumble, and then I could be like, well, now I do broken things, right? By Zola Grumble, he's forced to kill it, or else I have infinite Grumbles. Which I mean infinite Saronites, infinite Zephyruses. I could basically go Firemancer Toxfin every single turn. Like, basically prevent him from having a board for the rest of the game. How did it take you the entire rope worth of your turn to realize playing Skull of Gul'dan to draw 3 is broken? That costs 0. Okay, I need to draw more things here, so I'm fine just committing more here. I still need to draw... I basically hit 2 more Battlecry minions, actually. Fuck you too. Altruist, a broken card. I actually fucking hate this card, no cap. Yeah, that seems fair and balanced. Skull of Gul'dan is still really good at 6 mana, turns out. I don't know what I was supposed to do against that. I don't think there was anything I could do against that. I took fucking 20 damage in 1 turn, basically. It would have been nice to draw Reno. Also, I guess that's something I should bring up. This deck is awful in the current meta, if we're being honest. It does a whole lot of nothing. I mean, sure, it has a chance of going off, but in the current meta that's really, really aggressive, this deck is really fucking bad. It's just fun. Anyways, we still have time, so let's just queue up the next one. This is not a good one. Ooh, Ice Fishing, though, it's a fire draw. I added another Murloc to this deck, so this might grief me. I've drawn this card every single game, and I have not hit APM Mage. Okay, if you're not hitting APM Mage, don't include this card. This card is exactly good in that matchup. So, I added an extra Murloc to this deck in Brrrloc, because basically I'm saying that if I draw one of the three, I would like to draw at least 2 minis with this. So it gives me like 1 Murloc draw. But if this is a play on turn 2 and I haven't drawn one yet, then I could low roll and hit the Brrrloc, and no one wants that. There's your top deck buff. Okay. So that's fairly decent, actually. I have 3 battle cries in hand, so I'm at 3 here. I think I can mint this here. I think that's fine. There's also the other advantage of this is that I have an extra board wipe, basically. If this survives, this also wipes the board. I'm hoping he doesn't have fucking that disgusting fucking Murloc with 1 Fury. Crab Rider, fuck that card. Of course he fucking has it. I hate that card more than I can express, I think, in the English language. What do you give me? Okay. So I have 2 board wipes in hand, one that comes down a little bit later, turn like 9-ish, and then one that comes down fairly quickly. I commit to Brrrloc here, I think, because it's just the right play. I have never drawn nearly as good as this guy has drawn this entire game, and it's a little tilting. Depending on what I get here. That's fine. Yeah, I think that's the right play there. It gives me a really, really good trade, and it completes my quest a little bit more. That card is something else. In fact, this whole hand plus like +5/+5 is a little ridiculous. Low rolled that one. Depending on what he plays, I have single target removal for everything in his... Well, I have a single target removal, I have a board wipe, and I have another board wipe. Or piece of single target removal, because that's mostly what this card is going to give me. Okay, well, some of the stuff in his hand +7/+7. I don't want to commit my board wipe yet. This is still a beast, huh? Yeah, I don't want to commit this yet. I was hoping to do this into Flame Strike, but I need 1 more mana for that. I wanted to play whatever the fuck this is. Because that's has an additional +2/+2. Am I dead? 16. I guess I should have board wipe, because I just take 30 from fucking hand. Legitimately just took 30 damage from hand. I guess not all from hand. But all he had was 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. I was at 26. I thought, taking half my health total, yes, it's not great, but I have Reno. That's dumb. I can see why they want to remove charge, but at the same time, I think it is a good keyword. I think you need to have certain minis with charge, and I like when they're low statted. But at the same time, there's things like that you just can't play around realistically. There's god draws, and then there's just, I have all the buff cards in my deck in my hand. He played every single buff card besides 2 in his deck. He's drawn like 10 cards. Anyways, whatever. We still have time for one more. Hopefully we can get a win. But I doubt it. Anyways, with that being said, let's hop right into it. I would love to stop hitting fucking aggro decks. It would make my fucking day. I think last game I just played a little bit too greedy. I had a fairly decent hand, but I played very, very greedily. I guess just the one bad part about this deck is that this deck is good and all, but it's the only combo deck you can't play card draw in, basically. So if you play, like, Novice Engineer, which is an insane piece of card draw, right? 2 mana 1/1 that draws a card. The problem is Shudderwock casts that Battlecry, and then you just kind of lose. One thing I'm glad they did, though, no cap, is they made it so Shudderwock doesn't recast Shudderwock. He was never able to, but I could see how that could get a little ridiculous. Because it doesn't say anywhere on the card, repeat all other battle cries from cards you've played this game. It doesn't say anything about if you played this card multiple times, but I'm very, very glad they made it so it doesn't recast Shudderwock. Because then Shudderwock would go infinite with Shudderwock, and that doesn't sound fun. The fact I can't kill this probably means I lose the game here. I need a Lightning Storm top deck. But I might be... Yeah, I'm probably not fine. The odds of me being fine here are sub 5%. That's a good combo. It's actually a really fucking good combo. Yeah, I need like Lightning Storm here. Or I mean even Hagatha's scheme would not be awful theoretically. I do have Reno, which is fairly nice. Lurker from Below also wipes, which is pretty nice. I have Hex for that, thank God. Thank God for the card Hex, because that Kai is going to be huge. My guess is it's going to be hit with the 1/1, hit with the 1/1, play a spell that hits my face, hit with the 1/1. I was correct in assessing what he was going to do. Sorry about that. I might have cut that out, or it might not even made sound. But yeah. I'm dead here. There is no realistic card I could have drawn here to be fine. Okay, I mean, that kind of works. Sucks I had to commit coin, but whatever. He's gotten way too much value this game out of that Starving Buzzard for me not to be fucked. And of course he has the second Hyena. With this board being this board, right? Lurker from Below is still, or Lurker Below is still a good card. Depending on what he does, Lurker becomes an awful card. Yeah, no, so I'm just dead. I play this here instead of slamming the Reno right away, just because... Actually, there's no real reason to that. The best draw on my deck right now is going to be Ice Fishing. We were so close again to being able to combo off. We just needed a couple more turns. If we had the couple extra turns, we were fine. Remember what I said? The vaccine makes you fucking exhausted. The vaccine... I don't even know if I said that this video. I think I might have said it in yesterday's video. But yeah, the vaccine makes you fucking exhausted. I have not been able to stay awake all day. I think I said that this video, though. I think that's why I said it in stream. But yeah, it's been hard to stay awake all day. I'm so fucking tired that my brain just fucking powered off. That wasn't the right play, unless he has me dead. You top take Arcane Shot? He's about to be mad. I don't even win this one by comboing off is the worst part. I win this one by playing fucking Reno. Hey, no, all I need is Grumble. I'll do the Lurker to wipe the rest of this next turn. I'm gonna have to. I slam Loatheb and he can't play spells. This is fairly good. My guess is he could probably play one spell, so it's probably gonna be hit. Play something that kills this here. Yeah, he can't play spells anymore. I mean, he can play an Arcane Trap, but that's it. You start with this to draw a card while I still have quest. Yeah, because I no longer control a quest, so this is not going to draw me a card. She's not like the legendary that says if you control the quest, you get the 4/2. She just straight up gives you the card, which is fairly nice. Hopefully I'm not dead here. I might have to cast Shudderwock without Grumble here, which would really fucking suck, depending on how much damage I take. KC. No Arcane Shot again. Kind of feel bad. I didn't even combo up and he concedes. I didn't even have the combo off there. I actually had to draw 2 cards. I also had to draw the tour guide because my hero power wasn't 0. It's funny, I would lose 10 plus ELO for losing a game. I gained 2 for winning a game. I'm playing a deck to siphon a real deck. Anyways, though, with that being said, I actually have to collect more gold here. I got apparently more gold while playing Battlegrounds yesterday. Hey, let's fucking go. We're almost at here. I don't know who we're gonna pick, but we're gonna have to pick one of these. In like probably my guess is a week, 2 weeks, probably something like that. I played less games this week than I have previous weeks, so I didn't get as much completed. But hey. Anyways, with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed the video. If you guys did, don't forget to like, subscribe, go follow me on Twitch. You know, if you like this content, right? Why not catch some live, interact with chat, you know, come hang out with me. Again, no stream tonight. No matter how I'm feeling, there's gonna be a stream tomorrow because Saturday there's always a stream. Try to make that kind of a rule no matter what. I'm gonna try to stream a lot next week because I did not do that much streaming this week due to an exam and whatnot. For all those wondering, I think I got like 100% of my exams, so we chillin'. And yeah, follow me on Twitter to know when I go live. I always tweet out. Also, I occasionally tweet out things that could be viewed as mildly amusing. But yeah, anyways, I'll see you guys in the next one. Alright guys, we're up to gang. Peace.